With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone. So let's see this question. In this question it is given that observe the following sequences, and what is very important here that this P C9H9Br on ozonolysis, reductive ozonolysis is going to give you R plus Q, where Q is by Tollens reagent giving you Ag means it is giving positive Tollens test. But let's see what is written in the question. It is written that P shows geometrical isomerism. Q gives positive Tollens test, and the oxidation product of Tollens test followed by acidification is the strongest acid among all its positions. You will see that. And what is given that Q gives positive Tollens test, but R gives positive lab test with 2,4-DNP Fehling solution and iodoform, that is I2NaOH reagent. So what all things are given about these compounds? You have been given, if Q is giving Tollens test, means Q must be an aldehyde. And if R is giving 2,4-DNP I2NaOH and Fehling solution, so if R is giving Fehling solution test, it must be an aldehyde, and it is giving positive iodoform test, it means that it should have the presence of keto-methyl group. What is keto-methyl group? A methyl group adjacent to the ketone group. So this is keto-methyl. So if this R group should have a keto group as well as it is an aldehyde, right? And about Q, what is given that it must be an aldehyde, and Q on oxidation, this line is very important, that Q on oxidation product of Tollens test, this means S product, this S is the strongest acid among all its positional isomers. So we'll see that how S is the strongest acid among all its positional isomers. So first of all, let's predict the structure of B. Now you can see in the options, you have been asked what is the structure of Q. What was Q? Q was this compound aldehyde which oxidation with the Tollens reagent has given this product S. So if you want to predict the structure, you can easily say that all the benzene rings are present in all the options. It means that P must be having a benzene ring. So let's draw the benzene ring. If we are first predicting the structure of P. Now what is said that it has 9 carbon. So if it has 9 carbon, so 6 carbon we have utilized, then the other 3 can be like this, C, C and C, right? And finally you are doing the ozonolysis, so it must have a double bond. So let's say this is the double bond, here will be H, then here will be another H, and finally here will be CH3. Now you can see that the equation is completely the balances of carbon is completely satisfied, right? Now this can be said to be compound P, right? But what is important here, that where should we attach the Br, at which position, whether at Br bromine should be at the ortho or at the meta or at the para position. So that is known by this statement, that acidification, that is the oxidation product of Tollens test followed by acidification is the strongest acid among all its position isomer. It means that the acid should be the strongest acid among all its positional isomer. So if you keep the bromine at ortho position, then we know that the magnitude of minus I effect, is ortho greater than meta greater than para. So this is how the magnitude of minus I effect is. So we know that minus I effect will be maximum at ortho, and if minus I effect is maximum at ortho, then what will happen, that this bromine can easily stabilize the conjugate base because the maximum I effect is higher, and hence it can easily stabilize the conjugate base of S product and hence make it maximum acidic. We will discuss that, but let's see if bromine is at, let's assume for some time that bromine should be at the ortho position. Now let's see how the reaction is taking place. First of all, the ozonolysis, reductive ozonolysis, then what will happen, that here there will be a benzene ring, then here there will be C and double bond O, and along with it this bond breaks and double bond O comes on both the sides, so here it will be CH3CHO. Now you can see that this compound is having keto-methyl group, so you can say or you can assume that this should be the compound R, right? R is having ketomethyl group and this can be compound Q, but Br should be attached at at the ortho as it was in the compound. Now here you can see that this compound is an aldehyde. Yes, it is an aldehyde and it can give positive Tollens test. But when this compound gives positive Tollens test, what you get? With Tollens reagent, you actually get the formation of an acid, benzoic acid, but bromine will be at the ortho position, right? So you get, it gets oxidized to acid and bromine should be at ortho position. Now here only, for this step only, this is only S. Now, what I want to tell you, that if you have kept this bromine at some other position, let's say if you have kept it at meta or at para, then what will happen? Here also the bromine will be attached at the same position in this compound as case. That will not be the strongest acid because this strongest acid, right? This is the strongest acid. Why? Because bromine is attached at the ortho position, which will show maximum minus I effect, and hence that will stabilize the conjugate base of this, right? Conjugate base of this benzoic acid, ortho bromobenzoic acid, right? So this is how we will say that bromine should be at the ortho position, not at meta or para. So this is very important. This will be compound S. Now what was asked in the question, we were asked that what is the structure of Q. So you can easily see from here the structure of Q is bromine ortho position and then CHO should be there with the benzene ring. So you will select which option. You can easily select that option D. Option D is the correct choice where CHO is attached and bromine is at the ortho position. So the only important concept here is that bromine should be at the ortho position because the minus I effect at ortho position is having maximum magnitude, due to which bromine can easily stabilize this conjugate base. What is the conjugate base? We know COO minus is the conjugate base, and if bromine is attached at the ortho position, this conjugate base is highly stabilized. And if the conjugate base is highly stabilized, then you can say this acid will be highly acidic in nature. So that's how you will say option D is correct. So let's write down that option D is correct, right? I hope you have understood. Thank you very much.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut App today.